Oh,
Hey, welcome to I'll call it the pilot episode of Guns and the 701. How's that sound, Jamie?
sounds pretty awesome, Clay.
A couple of rednecks like us finally figured this out.
Guns in the 701.
And hey,
Sounds pretty
guys,
damn good.
this is, I guess, going to be our first episode. We're messing around with it, so you have to bear with us. I don't know how many people are coming up live, but I suppose it'll show us eventually. But there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Um, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, first of all, this takes a lot more work than I thought, but thanks to some info we got getting on the host we're on now, it was pretty easy to get on tonight, wasn't it?
It did. It wasn't too bad. We got to thank Marty and Trent. We'll have to visit with Trent a little bit, but I can tell you what, this was probably the most user friendly one we've used. And this is that restream.com. So,
Yep.
yeah, looks like to me this will probably be the one we're going to settle in. We've tried a lot of different ones already.
Yeah. I see it's coming up. We even got closed caption. You can read it until I suppose I hit the
Good. That's for
take it
deaf
after you.
people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, you. I mean, I am too.
Anyway, so we are your hosts. I'm Clayton Peterson. I'll just introduce myself for those that don't know me. I'm a retired NRA senior field rep. I did that for about 10 years. Been involved for over 20 years with the National Rifle Association as a volunteer, ILA, things like that. And then, of course, I was running North and South Dakota's fundraisers for about 10 years. And I never really quit. I retired in 2016, but now I guess I'm on my own, and we brought Jamie into this whole deal because we were helping out another guy and guest hosting his show, and I guess we created a following.
That's how this all started. Yeah, you called me on the way up and said, "Why don't you come over a second hour, help me out?" And been going from there. Here we are.
Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself, Jamie? I'll let you do it. I don't need to do it for you.
Yeah, it is Jamie Brecht's my name. JD Brecht on Facebook. Lived in Bismarck my whole life. Family's from Halliday. My mom's side's from Halliday, North Dakota. My dad's side's from Golden Valley, and been living in Bismarck my whole life. There's a little espresso in the background there. I like that.
I suppose I should.
And yeah, I met Clayton through the NRA and ended up getting on the Friends NRA committee for Burleigh County. And I don't remember how many years I was on there, but Clay and I have been good friends, and Scott ever since then.
I can remember the first time we met, though. Was hunting with Scott, if I remember right. I
Yep.
remember we were
Yep.
going to go up there, and I think we're doing some coyote hunting. And Scott said, "Hey, we're going to have somebody joining us if you don't mind." I said, "Well, it's your place, whatever."
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Where were we up by Watford? Was it by Watford City or north of Belfield there somewhere?
Yeah, we went up into that country.
We didn't get any though.
No, we
That's when
didn't.
we shot the 338 and
We did a
we
lot of
missed a few.
walking.
Yeah. Yeah. We did. It was a nice
That's when you
country.
were.
It was nice
That's when
weather.
you were driving your
Yeah.
metrosexual
I met you.
vehicle.
That was actually Christmas Day that I met you
That's
guys
right. It
on.
was, wasn't it?
It was either
Oh my
Christmas. No, it's
goodness.
Christmas Eve day. That's what it was. Because you guys were razzing me, I was going to go have a drink with you, and I said, "Hey, how many guys from Bismarck get to come out here on Christmas?" In fact, I have my family up from Minnesota to our place for Christmas, and yeah, my wife puts up with a lot of shit from me, so appreciate that,
Well,
babe.
yours and mine, and I tell you what, I definitely married up. I got lucky, I guess you could say. 24 years later, we're going to celebrate 25 years next year, so I can't. I
Awesome.
guess we did something right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got 2 years to go 20, so but we've been together longer than that. So
Yeah, we've dated for 4 years. I guess I just couldn't make that commitment.
yeah, yeah. Well, you didn't wait as long as I did, so.
Oh, you even waited
So
longer, huh?
yeah, yeah. It was hey, like I said, I don't like to rush into things. It turned out it worked pretty good. So
Well, we have one viewer so far.
do we? Okay, okay. Message from the audience will display here. Go for it. Whoever's watching, let's hear you.
Wonder who we got. Our one
Let's see.
fan.
Well, for right now,
Well, we think like we announced this. It's 6 o'clock my time, 7 your time, and we just did it.
Yep. I'm trying to. My bad. There, I got that. I'm trying to get there. I screwed that up. That's why you could hear that in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our one fan, whoever that is. Appreciate you. Well, me and Clay didn't really plan on doing this tonight, but Clay got on the
No,
restream here, so we figured we'd just come on and try it out. And
that's kind of, I'm gonna call it the pilot episode. Really, no subject was kind of planned or anything like
so
that.
this is what you're going to be able to split the audio and the video up on this, Clay. Is that what it is? And then
If I can pull it off of the recording, yeah, I can. I'm hoping it's going to record on our Facebook Live, and I'll be able to pull that off. But this is all new, so it'll be a learning process. That's my hope,
okay.
anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely a learning process. It's this is pretty cool how we can see each other instead of just listening through the mics and talking about something. I mean, once we get it rocking, doing a live stream and get the podcast going. What you thinking? We just going to go ahead and start out with the live stream when we get this all figured out here.
Kind of looks like it, don't it?
Right.
I mean, I think that's where most of the people are.
Right.
But so I suppose we should do a little commie-crat bashing and things like that.
Oh, I'm always up for that. Always up for that.
First of all, Second Amendment. I had to wear that tonight and show the love.
I don't have that on. I'm not going to show you mine.
But
it is a commie shirt, actually. I think the commies made it.
Kind of like an FJB thing.
I don't know. I got done working out and ate supper, and then we got on here. So
yeah, no,
if I was FJB, I'd definitely hold that up.
So I don't know if you've been watching the United States House, but have you been seeing that they're advancing this assault weapons ban?
Yep. Yeah, I have been watching that. Actually listening to it. I haven't watched any of it. So,
it moved out of committee the way it looked to me.
They still aren't voting on it, though, so I don't know if they got enough votes even in the House.
My guess is maybe not. A lot of times that's how that works. They'll bring it out of committee, and then they'll keep working and working and working until they know they can get the votes. Then they'll bring it to the floor.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pussies, but
there's a lot of yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. There's a lot of goodies to discuss on that. I think I'm just going to hold back on it a little bit until we're either on Scotty's show or we get this going. But yeah,
that's just it. We're going to be on Scott's show this Saturday. The whole hour, the way it sounds.
Yep. Dakota Prairie Outdoors, KFYR 5:50 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Yeah, we're going on for 11 on 12, 13 hours. Yeah, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time.
And that's Central Time.
You can go ahead and say Mountain Time because that's where you're at.
So on real time.
On God's time.
8 a.m. Central, 7 Mountain for the hour. And I'm
going to be out in the hunting shack with my buddy, I'm going to be calling in from there. So, we're the first time we're scouting some mule deer this year. So,
what I should do is get a hold of Scott, see if we couldn't bring him into this, and then he can maybe have it on with his YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to try it, huh?
Shoot him a text once or something.
Yeah. I mean, all I have to do is send him an invite to his email, just like I did you, and we can bring him on. So
you don't hear them kids hollering in the background on me, do you?
Oh yeah, that just makes it real. Yeah.
Like I said, this is impromptu, so when we do the real thing, it's going to be.
The kids are the future of our fight. So.
Well, good news is all three of them love Trump. So.
Both my boys have a Trump 2024 flag hanging in their room.
Awesome.
Can't beat that.
No, you can't. I'm kind of curious who our one viewer is. I'll tell you what, if
we lost him. I've seen it.
Did it drop off now?
Well, it says
live one watching on my phone.
Okay.
So if you're the one viewer and my number, Clayton's, go ahead and send a text or leave a comment on the Facebook live stream here. I'm curious.
And as we get this going, I imagine we'll be able to get at least a chat that comes on and you can interact that way. I know we'll work on getting some texting and probably what I'd really like to be able to do is have calls someday, but we're a ways from that.
Right, but you can get them. You can get them on the screen here, can't you? When people get on, when we're live casting, they can come on. You can
I
add
would
people to the
imagine.
chat like you want to do, Scott.
I think you could. I know we can have guests that way. We'll just have to. It sounds like they're
Yeah,
murdering each other back there.
yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna close the door.
This is where we take a break normally, but we don't have any sponsors at the moment, and we just kind of impromptu did this. So anyway, we finally finished up haying on our part of the world, so we got a little more time to do a podcast.
I'm
I just
back,
tell them
buddy.
I'm done. I just telling them I just boring them about being done with haying and that kind of junk.
I mean, boring to them, but good news for you.
Tell you what, it was a good year. I'm just under 1,300 bales, and that's the most I've put up in 2 years.
Awesome.
I know there's a lot of guys put up a lot more than that, but
And you didn't even
that's
get any second cuttings, you said, right?
nothing. I'm gonna probably go out to the west of the place, take and cut a little bit and make a few square bales, but there ain't gonna be any second cutting to really speak of here. Just didn't get enough rain after we cut.
Yep. Good.
Now I got to haul it all home.
Yeah, yeah. Because you don't sell yours, do you?
No,
See, my dad doesn't have any head. He just sells all his. So a lot of times I just come out with the semi and load it up right from the field. But
he's lucky that way.
yeah.
It's
He'll
right
bark
now.
about
That's
it though.
other than growing marijuana. That's probably the best cash crop right now.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Because people are still hungry to buy that stuff, and
Well, I know guys right now,
after running out.
120 a ton.
Wow. Yep. Yeah. Well, hey, you got cattle. You got to feed them somehow.
Well, and diesel's at $5. I mean, it's dropped off a little bit, but even dyed farm diesel was $5 a gallon. That's insane.
So, is there anything a guy can say on these things when you do them? I mean, I don't plan on
Well, you can say anything you want.
swearing. I'm just kind of curious if something gets kicked off here. I don't.
Not that I.
Because I mean, we're on Facebook. I'm not worried about restream. I'm worried
about. That's a good question. I don't know.
Fascists running Facebook.
I was banned for life, so I couldn't tell you. Me, Marty Bearden, Donald Trump, our president of the United States. We've all been banned from Facebook, fascist book. So I think I'm in good company.
I agree 100%. 100%.
Yeah, we got three viewers now.
Do we? Okay. You're ahead of me. I guess I says one on mine yet. Nobody's left a comment for us yet. If you're one of the viewers, leave a comment on the Facebook Live. We want to hear who you are. Maybe maybe Clay and I'll hook you up with a little something. You got some NRA caps down there, don't you, Clay?
I do.
I got some extra 22 rounds.
I'm going to do a test. I'm going to send it on the live chat. Oh, that's okay. It's not active. So that's probably why we're not here. If they do it, I'll have to walk myself through that. We won't be able to do it tonight, probably. So just have them do it right there on the Facebook page. If you're listening through Facebook, which you probably are. So
you got to get yourself a YouTube channel. Can you do it on Rumble?
You can do it on Rumble, I'm sure. I think you just got to add in the website, but
or YouTube ban you too for life.
No, I think I still got an account over there.
There you go. There you go.
I'll have to try it.
But you got do any shooting this weekend? You got anything planned?
Not this weekend. Kind of got a busy weekend ahead, just doing family stuff and doing a few things around the place here. So, yeah, I might be able to pull something off though. I mean, I do have a range.
My buddy John and I are going up to the farm tomorrow night afternoon after work, and then do a little shooting, and then see if we can get some porcupines, some tree eaters that night. We'll go to Saddle Sore for a while, I'm sure, with my dad, and have far too many Coors Lights. I will, anyways.
When are you going to quit drinking that water?
Hey, you Southwest guys got me hooked on that crap. So
not this one.
I was Scott, pretty much. That was
Hopefully
Bush Light.
that Bachmeier, he was responsible for that.
Yeah, I like to do a shot now and then too, but I gave up on the fireball. That stuff. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
discovered peach whiskey. I do like that. The Crown Peach is pretty good. And I've even tried some of those off brands. You know, for cheap whiskey, it's kind of good.
Is it? Well, I had the BV apple, I think, in the saddle store. That was pretty good, actually.
Nothing wrong with that. We can drink some girly. We can identify as a girl that night and drink some flavored whiskey.
Oh, I prefer it with Coke or actually 7-Ups that I like drinking my mixed drinks with. So
I used to do that, and believe it or not, it was Bob's wife said you should try tonic water because I always get a hangover if I drink it with pop. I do. I like it with tonic water now, and I even get that lemon flavored stuff. So I put a little splash of that in it and ice cold out of my Trump and FJB drink glass, and it's all good.
hell yeah, that's what I like to hear right there. I don't
Uh,
know. I think I got a Trump glass around here somewhere. Not a double-sided mug, but
yeah,
you
there
know,
we go.
got that Beck one from when I was on with the anti-gunner. That was pretty sweet.
Well, Susan, is that her name?
Yep, Susie Beeler.
Gosh,
Susie Beeler. Susie Stalker Beeler. She's
I
been stalking
think
me and Marty Beard for about 12, 13 years.
I think we need to have you, me, and Marty, and her as a guest. But we'll
Hey,
do it
I
up at your
love it.
place so we can all be in person.
Absolutely.
I ain't afraid of
Absolutely.
her. I'm glad you could fill in that night because when they kind of contacted me about it, I just couldn't do it. I mean, 100 miles from Bismarck.
Now they wanted the bully in there anyway, so.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the only thing I regret about it is it wasn't 2 hours long because I had to, I could have countered everything she'd said, but you just time constraints and she
Yep.
was on there too, so she had airtime. So
Oh yeah.
her arguments were easily taken apart, just like most leftist anti-gun commies.
Yeah, she hates guns because she wants to save just one life. But I bet money she's all for abortion and kill lots of lives.
She actually claims she wasn't there
Hmm.
when I was on the show, but
That's right. I forgot about that.
but she's like, like Shannon Watts. That guy in Indiana, he was trespassing. No, he shouldn't have had a gun, which actually wasn't even true. It wasn't. You had to
Right.
actually have a sign saying no guns allowed, and it wasn't.
Just like Minnesota.
They didn't. They did. Kirkwood Mall here does. Shields doesn't, but
Well, I remember when I was a field rep, I was up in Minot, and I had a little time to kill that day. So I went over to Shields, but as I did it, I came through the mall. First thing I see is that sign in the mall. So I didn't make it to Shields right away. I went and found the mall manager or whoever was in charge there, and I asked him what was the problem with that being it's completely legal to carry in North Dakota.
yeah,
And she just acted baffled. Like, why would you want to carry?
that's what they asked me when I called them before.
Go,
Yeah.
well, why wouldn't I?
Well,
now they
yeah,
did pull that. They did change their policy for a while and had to sign down, but that's been many years ago, so I have no clue what they got now.
yeah. Well, I actually one day called there and I called Gateway Mall, and they both said no guns allowed. And I asked, they're pretty much what you said. Well, why would you want to carry one? I'm like, well, you think when people go somewhere and the shooting starts, they thought they needed a gun? The unprepared people don't, but
I always like to ask them now. So a guy comes in there, and do you think your sign's going to matter? It's a criminal. He's intending to do harm. Pretty sure your sign ain't going to stop him from coming in.
Well, yeah, I'd like to ask that to Shannon Watts. Well, the guy broke this. What's his name? Elijah.
Yeah, something like
The
that.
good guy, Elijah. Yeah. Well, he broke the law carrying his gun in there. So did the guy who went in there to murder a bunch of people. Do you think he gave two shits?
Nope. Exactly.
But yeah, she didn't apologize for talking bad about the guy who took down this piece of crap, and that's how much these leftists hate your guns. I mean, you can save a bunch of people, and they still want you to be in trouble for it.
I just love the fact that it was exactly what we've been saying. A good guy with a gun stopped a bad guy with a gun.
Yeah, I mean that hasn't, and there has been more recent ones actually, but before this guy did it in Indiana.
Mhm.
But I mean, nobody really, for whatever reason, this was a bigger high profile one than those other ones. Well, just think of the lady and when you and I are filling in on the Gun Day show there, he come back to the graduation party with his AR and that gal pulled out her pistol and guess what? Call mommy. He ain't coming home for lunch tonight.
That's right. And you've heard me tell this. Fortunately, I've only had to draw mine a couple times. I carry quite often, although I do carry a smaller gun once in a while now. I've showed that one to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
But it does the job.
It turns out one of the hosts on Ladies of a View had hers too.
Did she?
Ladies of another View. Yeah. It was a revolver.
It had to be Mary.
Taurus revolver. Yeah, it was Mary. She had a Taurus revolver or something.
Hey, I just went on and looked at your profile, so now I'm going to share this and see. I think if you go make yours public, if you can do it from your phone.
Okay. We might get some feedback here, but
that's okay. And then it looks like after it's done, you can save the video. I'll edit my privacy to public on that particular post.
I'm gonna tag a few people in here.
After it's done, you can save
Hang on a second, see if I can do it.
I'll edit my privacy to public.
We're getting some feedback now, but I'm just doing this to get some people.
Oh, Axel Hondo. That just came up.
Right. Yeah. So if anybody's watching this, this isn't just a big clown show. Me and Claire are actually just trying some stuff here. So.
Yeah, this episode's probably a little boring.
Yeah. Don't think this is how they're all going to be. I can tell you that. I'll just take him and then I'll get back to it. What do you want me to do here now? Make this public?
Make it public, yeah.
I'm gonna actually love this chat. I'm gonna love this chat though. What do you want me to do here now? Make this public? Okay. If you do this, then you can save it, you said?
It looks like I'll be able to save it when I was on there. Yeah. So my plan is if we can do this and direct it at least to your platform at the first, then we can go ahead and pull it off there. I can save it and then edit it, make it into a podcast, pull the audio out, but then we'll be able to share it on other platforms pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah. If you can pull that audio out, like you said, or the thing I was telling you about, my boss's son said, we can do that and then still have the podcast plus do this live, and then people can contact us when we're doing the live stream here.
So I have to tell you this. I just got an email. The House Democrats actually postponed the vote on their so-called assault weapons ban, and that they cited that because it's a failure to lock in enough votes, just what we were talking about. Their own party won't even support it.
Yeah. Well, I guess some of them are scared of the election coming up this fall. Huh?
I would imagine. Oh, your buddy David Hogg even made a comment to her, told her to, use
David Hogwash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what he said. David Hogwash. That's what I called him. According to Mayor Bach, and the guy's even a scrawnier little pipe cleaner than he looks like on TV.
Oh, little turd.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy made a bunch of money being an anti-Second Amendment prohibitionist, so only
David
America,
and Greta. Remember Greta?
Yeah, Thunberg.
Yeah, another. You know what? Stay out of the United States' business. That's what I tell her.
Yeah. Do us all a favor.
That's kind of good news that came through. I'm glad to see that.
So I was thinking that they got that new shooting drill now after the guy in Indiana, the Elijah drill at 43 yards, 10 rounds in 15 seconds, right?
So yeah,
maybe I'll try that this weekend.
You and Axel should get together and do a little test run on that.
You hear that, Ax? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cheat though. I'm gonna use my 5-inch barrel Smith & Wesson. So,
I got a 10-inch 44 mag here you can borrow.
Ooh, I'm
You can
kind of
take your
over.
choice. I got a Desert Eagle, or I have the Ruger Blackhawk. Your choice.
I mean, I want to vaporize everything. I'll just do it with an AR.
I don't blame you.
There is a
Oh,
public video out there about that. Oh, so yeah, I was just thinking that when we do our first real one, I was kind of thinking we should break down some of that House testimony committee,
oh,
and that
yes.
about their assault weapons ban they want to pass now, which guns and some of the ridiculous things they
Oh,
said.
to
I
me,
mean,
it's worse than when they tried it in 1992.
oh, it is worse, way worse.
I mean, the original thing they put forth in 1992 was bad. It would have banned everything like a semi-auto Ruger 1022, and that all got pulled out. This is even worse. This pretty much is everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're classifying anything but a single shot, essentially.
Right.
Though I don't remember if a cannon was included yet.
You can't buy those anyway.
You can't buy them anyway.
I mean, you couldn't even do it if you're a colonial fighter. You
Oh,
couldn't have one. George
I heard
Washington
a
says,
good
"No,
one.
you can't do that. You're just a civvy."
You just assume. I heard a good one today. I was in the I was on the tractor and I was listening to the radio. I don't know who the idiot was. It was one of our congressmen, Democrat, I'm sure, talking about how you can't have AK-15s.
AK-50, yeah. What did Joe tell the guy in Michigan? An AR, what do you call it? An
What was his?
AR-12 or something?
Something like that.
No, an AR-14, because he was
Or,
mixing up like the M14 and the AR-15 with a 100
well,
round
but
assault clip.
AR-10s are just fine. Assault clips.
A banana assault clip.
This must be my assault. It's got to be my assault cup. It's all black.
Yep.
It's a high capacity.
High capacity coffee
cup.
mug. I mean, you could club somebody over the head with that pretty good.
Well, heck, these mics we got, they must be assault mics.
They are pretty
black.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to get cuffed with one. I don't know. Like they said, we're supposed to buy pop filters when we get this. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think we have anybody listening now. But if you hear it and you hear some pop,
yeah,
let us know. But I'm not hearing it from you.
I'm not either. It sounds pretty good. Actually.
I mean, I'm pretty close to this thing. If I get right up here, like
still, yeah, there's a little bit, but you got.
But I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it like this when we're.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do a Linda Lovelace on it. You're good.
Oh,
see, we have way more freedom here.
Yeah, this is going to be good. This will be good times. Just like I said again, if you're watching this, this is not like I don't know officially what our show is going to be. We're just trying this out. It's a host platform, and actually, I think we're going to go with this, aren't we, Clay?
I think so. I really like it. It seems like it works well.
This sucker came up right away when you sent me that invite. And
here, we'll bring in some down.
There you go. Bringing out that rap, Cowboy Troy rap, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I kind of like that actually.
We could turn it up to the guns and the 701. Your host, Jamie.
Hey, speaking of that, I like. What'd you think of that logo? My buddy.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. She said if you want anything changed or whatever different, she said let her know and she can. I like what she made the one with the AR. I kind of like that.
I did too. You know what I would suggest? I like that one because I want to keep that.
Okay.
But for other things we might want to put that on, have her just reverse the colors, the black and white. Make the black white, the white black, and see what that one looks like. Like with a background. Oh.
I'll tell her that. Yeah, but otherwise we're gonna leave it like that. We're good with that.
I liked it. I thought it was
good. I did
good.
too. I mean, I don't know how she did it, but it was pretty cool.
I can see T-shirts and hats now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll tell her that. Just reverse it. So
make sure you get a hat.
If Clay and I have you on as a guest once we get going, you might just get yourself a free, can koozie, right?
Got to get them made first, but yeah,
no problem. Right?
Oh, I can be like that. By the way, support Clayton Peterson, Sioux County Commissioner in November.
Absolutely. It's the best guy
Shameless
you can
plug,
vote
right?
for right there. First commissioner, then senator, then
Oh
governor.
gosh.
And governor.
Well, you know what? If governor happens, you're my lieutenant.
Appreciate that.
I'm serious.
All right. Hey, I'll go game and fish head for you then. How's that?
Well, game and
Crossbows
fish
for everybody.
for life.
So what some of the girls that when I go around for my job delivering our product, they were asking me today what my top 5. Well, at first they started talking about Tombstone. One of them said, "I'm your Huckleberry," because they asked me if I was going to go shooting this weekend, and I said, "Boy, heck, whatever do you mean?" So then we started talking about movies, and they wanted to know what my top 5 were of all time. There you go.
There we go. Nothing like having. I did take the magazine out, not
mine's
the clip.
mine's behind me over that shoulder.
I mean, there we go. We're good.
So what do you? So right off the top of my head, they wanted me to come up with my top 5. So at first they asked me for my number 1, and I couldn't do it. But so I was thinking, I was like, we're gonna go Tombstone's in there, and I'm going Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went Terminator 2, Saving Private Ryan.
There you go. There's a good show.
And then
Spaceballs.
What the heck was my other one? Spaceballs. No, I didn't have any comedies in there. I didn't have any comedies.
Spaceballs.
I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. Aliens.
I've watched it, but I guess
the second one when they went. I mean, it was a high school thing for me. So, but they all had gunplay in them, and
okay, because you left out. Come on, Ghostbusters, the real one.
See, my movies I always use a lot of their quotes in them. So,
Tombstone. Oh my goodness,
Tombstone's the number 1 quoted movie for me for sure.
And Unforgiven. Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. My favorite quote in that is, "It's a hell of a thing killing a man. You take everything he's got and everything he's gonna have."
Yep. I think my favorite one in there is when he comes up to the saloon and then you cowardly son of a bitch, you just shot an unarmed man. Should have armed himself before he decorated his shithole with my friend.
That's great. I love that. So when that movie came out, I was actually working in Minnesota, and I was staying with my aunt and uncle then. So they rented it. For all you millennials, it was a VHS, it was a cassette, and you had to go rent it at a store and then bring it home.
They have a membership there too.
They have a membership. And there were local stores. There was no really chain store. Blockbuster wasn't even around yet. Anyway, they brought it home and we watched it, and I was like, "Oh man, that's a great show." And they're like, "We didn't think it was that good." It's like, you city people.
Wow. Yeah.
I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I actually think I went to Aliens, and then I came out of there, and my neighbor friend was there, and he was going to it, and I'm like, I'll just ride home with you. I'll go and see it again.
There you go.
Yeah, I left out some Star Wars ones, but because it's probably one of them's in there. My top 10, probably Return of the Jedi. I remember going to that in Kirkwood Theater. Man, there was a big line there, and my mom took me to the original Star Wars Dakota Theater on Main Street. It's a Blarney Stone now, but.
The original, I didn't see the original theater. I saw the second one, and of course I saw Return of the Jedi. And Return of the Jedi was at the Palace Theater, which is still open today in Lemon. Crappy old seats, but hey, we were happy to have a theater.
Yeah.
Now, is it me, or they just go stupid nuts with all these different spin-offs?
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. I mean, most of them I can't stand. My kids watch them, and I watched. I don't remember. I think Rise of Skywalker was my favorite of their offshoots. There are those, but
and I
they're not like the good old boy ones. The good old day ones.
Yeah, I like the very first ones. I didn't even mind the very first next one. I guess episode 4 is that what they called it?
Yeah. I can't even keep track.
But now it's just dumb.
We see we got somebody's watching again, huh?
Oh, good.
A new listener, just so you know, this isn't what our show is going to be like. Me and Clay we're messing around with this and talking. So, I mean, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave us a comment. Know who you are.
Suggestions, comments, topics.
Yeah, absolutely. But so what we were talking, Clay, right? We're thinking now we're just going to go live stream and then separate the audio and make that a podcast and just do. We're planning on doing this like once a week. We're serious about it. We have fun doing it, and we're gonna have good information. We're not gonna just be talking about movie quotes and shit like we're doing now. But
yeah, no kidding.
I mean, we can add some of that in too. You guys want to talk movies?
I just watched a deal on Oswald last night because that hasn't been done 100,000 times since he shot or was accused of shooting Kennedy.
What do you think? Did he or didn't he? Hey, there's Axel.
Thanks, Axel. Buddy. You're welcome.
Appreciate you, brother. Right on. All right. Hey, here we go. We got 4 people in now.
I did
Stick around.
Yeah. Girl them on.
Yeah. So
I did a whole report on this. We had to do this whole thing in high school, my senior year in my government class. So we had to have a thesis. Oh, there's our Randy Lambert.
Hey, Big R. Thanks for listening, buddy.
I think he was definitely involved, but I think he was a patsy. I think there were other people behind it. There was no one magic bullet in my end. I mean, could the shot be made? Plausible. I mean, it is. Look at the things we've all seen.
I could do it.
This is
my younger eyes. I couldn't. I don't know about my 51-year-old eyes. How old is Oswald?
Oh, I think he's only in his 20s, wasn't he?
Oh,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I could do it with iron sights then.
I could see then too. I mean, could it be done? Yes. The injuries, though, when you look at what happened to the governor and, of course, to the president, I don't think a bullet can turn midair and go the other way.
Hey, that was a 6.5, man. Those bullets are magical. Hey, if any of you guys are listening, if there's any weird sound quirks or something that you're coming through listening to us, why don't you guys let us know? Because this is just a test run. We're just shitting around here.
Yeah.
Before
you realize we've been on 37 minutes already?
Yeah, when we actually do something serious, I mean, this is gonna be easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff floating in my head. I'm saving some of it for Scotty's show though on Saturday. So you guys listen. I see there's 4 of you this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Thanks, Randy. You said you're sounding great. Appreciate it.
Good.
We're gonna be on Scott Bachmeier's show, Dakota Prairie Outdoors, talking about our upcoming stream here and our podcast, and tune in. Scotty's a good guy. It's awesome that he's letting us come on there and do this.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we get a little popular, and then Scotty wants to have us on now and then talk.
And I can tell you this right now, Scott has done a lot for both you and me. I mean, he worked a lot with us with the NRA. We've been up hunting.
Big time.
Scott's been a long-time friend, so we appreciate Scott for having us on next week. Because let's face it, that's going to be our initial launch.
Yep.
And we're happy to do it on there.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to have my buddy John's going to be in the hunting shack with me, so I don't know. He's going to have to tell him just put a sock in it when he sees a big buck and keep his mouth shut in the back. Hey! Doesn't the guy bend bullets in the movie shoot? Yeah, you get to he's slapping the hands like that and grabbing.
And they're them lung blowers.
Yeah. The shooters when he wasn't bent. What was that one there when he spun the gun there and then the bullets would spin around? Is that the one you're talking about, Big R? That's who Randy is on. His name's Big R. I don't know if you ever met Big R, Clay. Big R's Big R because Big R played football out at Mary, and Big R's like 6'3", 325 pounds. So the name is aptly applied to the man.
Well, see, when I hear Big R from all the time I spent in Wyoming, there's an actual chain store of the Big R's, and it's like a Runnings. So that's where I always went.
Randy, you hear that? That's a great chain store. You should be the mascot. Big R fit right in there at Runnings, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he said that's the one where the guy's out there trying to spin with. I think that's Angelina Jolie and somebody, and it takes the keyboard and hits him and spells something I'm not going to say.
What? You mean you are constrained?
Well, like I said, I'm not sure we can say that. Okay, so the guy is mad at another guy in the office, and he lifts his keyboard and he smashes a dude in the face, and the slow motion of letters and it spells F-U. Which is about as realistic as spinning your pistol and just making your bullet go around a corner and shoot through a couple people. But it was, it's entertainment, That's
It's
why I
kinda
need
like
hey, that's why we need a YouTube channel to do some shooting on and show people how shit really is.
show 'em how
Me
it
and
is.
Axel did a few of those.
I can tell you those videos you guys did, I couldn't believe how many times I got shared, and I actually had people sharing them to me. Like, "Have you seen these guys?" I said, "Yeah, I might know them."
Big R actually said he's been in a place in Pocatello,
Oh, yeah,
Idaho.
see that.
And
And shooting
the guy shot the wings off a fly in the movie too. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I heard a big crash upstairs. I'm not sure. I didn't hear any hollering, so must have been an accidental.
It must be okay then.
So, what are you thinking? What day you kind of leaning towards for doing this regular deal here, Clay? When we get serious,
I don't know. I haven't given much thought. You got a preference?
peak of the week sounds good to me.
I kind of look at if we're gonna do a live, we'll set the
Yeah.
time and kind of get the day.
Yep.
As far as the podcast, we can pull the audio out it and we can launch that anytime and then just share it
Anytime.
because that's going to be a
Anytime.
recorded deal.
Hey, girls, be quiet up there. I said. Unbelievable. I just feel like an idiot now. Whatever.
Like I said, we weren't planning to do this tonight.
Right.
So the guys that are listening,
Clay
guys,
coaxed me into it. Clay coaxed me into it.
Yeah. Well, I just was looking at it. I was like, "Well, I'll invite you." And we were on the phone.
I'm glad you did,
Let's try it out.
This is easy. I mean, when we get guests on, how many people did it say? How many people we can invite on here at one time?
I really don't know. I went into this as quick as you did, pretty much. So now I
suppose
I better really check it out.
Yeah, but I mean, we have somebody on, whoever, politician, whatever, somebody who's a good guy, somebody knows something they can fill us in on. I mean, I'm in. It's great.
We could maybe go on Monday mornings from 9 to 11 a.m.
Do that again. Do that.
That's not nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, Big R's daughter has a buck tag, so she's coming hunting out at our place youth season, I think. So maybe after that, if she gets a nice one, we can have her and Randy on, talk a little bit about how the experience went.
That'd be great.
She's got a couple does out there over the years, but this is her buck tag, so 243. I don't know. What I bought. Probably should use an AR-15. I mean, because nothing really works as good as those. I mean, that's what I'm told. They're super deadly.
Super deadly.
I did actually get some 62 grain Freedom seeds I picked up. I think over at Brandon's. Yeah, so I'm gonna try them. They're the Sierra Game King, so they're for hunting. So,
I've reloaded a lot of Sierra Game Kings. I've had good luck with them. I don't know. A lot of my friends, I don't know. I guess they got a lot of money, and so they like to brag how much they spend. But Barnes X, it's a great bullet. It really is. But it's unnecessary for deer, as far as I'm concerned. I've shot a lot of deer just using a Sierra Game King.
I think my dad switched over to it wasn't Barnes. What's the other one? The All Copper Company.
Oh.
He switched over to those in his Creed like 3 years ago, and man, that thing's just been awesome for him with those. And I'm pretty sure, if you're still listening, I'm pretty sure your daughter used All Copper, like a 90 grainer last year.
Always got new.
There you go. There, he says 243 for deer season. Silencer. That's the ATF stays at work. Yeah, no kidding.
I love suppressor.
Oh, speaking of that, just hold your thought there, Clay. Before we're talking, Big R's talking suppressors. I actually was listening to a podcast this week with the owner of Silencer Shop on, and I will tell you what he said about the waiting times. But you're gonna have to listen to Scotty's show to hear that, and some other good tidbits about suppressors.
That's one thing with this as this goes on. Mandan Sporting Goods, we've talked with Brandon. I've had a working relationship with him for years. He was great when we were at the NRA. You do a lot of shopping in there. By the way, I went in there and we got some lead. I've been needing lead for a long time, and he found some. So I think Brandon's going to be part of this. We'll have him on too. You think we're going to be able to show how Brandon how to get on here?
I mean, he's a smart guy, but I don't know if he might be about as computer savvy as I am. So
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. To which I said, my computer savviness to an IT guy. I said, if I just throw an AR-15 down in front of you and say, how about you change out the buffer tube and give me a stainless steel buffer spring and an H2 buffer and go ahead and throw a trigger in there with some anti-rotational pins. And he looked at me like, huh? So that's how I am with computers, man. But I'll get you onto it.
Shit, not shot. He's a good shot.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we start building up our listenership, and I'm sure we got more people listening now. I'm just going to keep repeating this so they know that me and Clay are just messing around with this. This isn't what our show is going to be. A lot more informative and not as slapdick as this is. But appreciate you listening, anyways. But yeah, we get more listeners and we can get more people sponsoring. And I mean, we're definitely they're going to have to be 100% pro gun if they're going to be me and you pimping them out on here, Clay.
Yes. Well, I don't think we'd get anybody, but you've never met David Fetting. He's got 1760 Sports up there. He's in Mandan. He's just a small little dealer too, but great guy, conservative. I can't say enough about him. You know, he goes trucking for his uncle. That's his day job, you could say. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of does this stuff. But you and him, now everything you said about the AR, he's going to know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And have them parts on hand.
Yep. I know.
I know we're going to have people like that. Now, I was going to say something about shooters. Is that the one that Cody owned and he sold?
Used to? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I have bought some AR stuff for him when I did some things, but I was in there for something not too. Oh, I think I went in there and bought some, I don't know, some Joe Cool tactical guy gloves. I think, you know. I do like them. I like wearing
my
gloves,
tactical vest.
Yeah. Well, I did tell Clay. Remember before you left last night, I said the first time we do
a real
stream,
episode?
I'm actually gonna wear them. I'm gonna wear my plates, my plate vest. That's all I'm wearing. No t-shirt underneath, just to be stupid.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. I'm actually gonna try that Elijah drill this weekend. I'll actually do it with my carry gun too. My buddy John will be there. I'll have him video it so everybody knows I'm not running up and putting a nice little group on there. But I'm not very confident at 43 yards that I'm gonna hit. Well, it doesn't even hold 10. I think my Ruger holds 7. But I'll take I'm not gonna lean on nothing. He cheated. He leaned on something. I'm offhanded.
Do it like a man.
Yeah. I mean, with my 5-inch barrel, my 5-inch barrel, I'm 100% confident I can put.
You know what we got to do now? Speaking of being a man, you've heard of the man parade coming up in October?
Yeah, I did.
Marty and
I thought it was a joke right away, and I was like, "Oh, that's
real
cool,
deal,
actually." Yeah.
Well, I kind of nonchalantly said, "Yep, I'll be there." Well, so I guess now I'm going to be there. They've been talking about it.
Okay.
I think you and I should have a float for the guns in the 701.
You know what? My wife actually told me that already. So I think what I'm going to do, my buddy Wyatt and Tammy, they own the blind guy. I think I'm just going to say instead of bringing my mule all the way back from the farm, or maybe I'll just say, how about you get that razor going with your blind guy gear on there, and we'll get our banner behind that. And I got the fall parade here too in Bismarck. I'm all about that.
I think that'd be
your boys up and my girls throwing freedom seeds out to people. I don't.
It's too expensive.
Yeah. No kidding. They'd probably think we were nuts. You guys are throwing away freaking good shit.
You know, we could show up with our tactical vests and your bulletproof vest with our ARs and our single point slings, and
it's an AR 500. Front and back plate.
No, I'm not going to be an AR-15. I'm bringing AR, not near as deadly. They're only a 10.
Yeah. Well, tell you what you want to bring. If Axel's still listening, he'll tell you the 30-06, that beautiful wood stock, his grandpa's old. That's what you want to bring if you really want to pulverize something. Yeah. Hey, Matty McConaughey. So yeah, that's another thing we need to talk about is
decals would be best.
That's a good idea. Let's get some of those made up for that, Clayton.
Well, I'm kind of thinking, I could get some door magnets even.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll get it going. Maybe
it would be cool as if auto repair shop would be our sponsor.
Oh, I bet you that. Is that Randy's?
Oh, that's Axel's.
That's Axel. Hey,
we'll
I
give you the
haven't.
bro deal because we're new, buddy.
I'll tell you what. Now I got an auto body shop that I know would be a supporter, and I have some work for him. One of my son's kids backed my four-wheeler right in the side of my Expedition, and now there's a nice little dent there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. You scratch his back. You can scratch yours.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I always
I
like
wonder how
doing
much more
business with
than
guys like us.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't or he would.
No, I always like to do business with the guys that are like us.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean,
No.
sometimes you got to cut your own throat, but I mean, I'll sniff out the guys who are worth your money for sure.
And I think like it's a collector item. Most of the guys I take it to, I had an estimate done that they said
There
he
you
made
go.
it happen.
Axel said he can make it happen. All right, brother.
I took it to our local one, and I called them
Well, since he said he can make it happen,
all they do is they want to take the door off and pull the skin off. And I said, just it's a little dent. If you have to, my business can't sponsor. I will individually. We'll do it. We'll do it.
well, Axel said he will, so I'll just give him a free plug right now. You got some auto repair work you need done on your engine, drivetrain, anything. That's Lauer Auto Repair in Bismarck.
Perfect.
They've been they actually sponsored some stuff for NRA more than once.
So they are our Second Amendment supporting body shop.
Yep.
No,
auto repair, not body shop.
Auto repair. Okay.
Yep. Doug's worked on a lot of my stuff. He's not getting much from me now that I got a Nissan instead of that Chevy, but
well, Chevy, that's just guaranteed income.
Yeah. Oh, Big R, we're gonna get you fired up with that one.
I mean, I couldn't even make it to Bismarck yesterday, remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, you had some of those communist-made tires, didn't you?
Yeah, from Goodyear.
Yeah. Remember they had the anti-Trump memo go out there? You can't have any anti-Trump or any pro-Trump stuff in your work area, but you could have BLM and
you know what I found interesting?
Antifa.
When I worked at NRA, there was actually a poll done. I don't know why they did it. I think it's when they were setting up that NRA country stuff.
Yep. I got a bunch of that stuff.
Who owns Ford or the hunters and supporters? Do you drive a Ford, a Chevy, or Dodge? It was interesting that most of the liberal respondents drove Chevrolets. I found that kind of interesting. Ford and Dodge were pretty much on the conservative side, and they didn't really ask about anything foreign, but there was a lot of Toyota drivers that responded to that. And I ain't gonna lie, we beat the hell out of some Toyota pickups that wouldn't die.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't have any complaints about my foreign jobby. It's been pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah.
But, well, Dodge had they still do, I think, that Sportsman's Edition, right? With the gun carrying case in the box on the side.
Fake news alert.
See, I like this live stream stuff. We get a little comic relief and some feedback from people. That's why we got to do this, man. I love this.
I think we get more feedback than
I wonder how much more the magnets would be than this.
I don't know. I'll do a look, and you know where I get my stickers that I've had made. I'll ask that guy. I don't know if he does anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. That's it.
My wife just showed up into my office. She says I look like a high-tech redneck.
Tell a safety meeting for 701.
It's a safety meeting for the 701.
Guns in the 701, yeah. Yep. What was funny is Clay said Danelle, when he told her what we were thinking for the name, she was like, yeah, what's with the 701, 605, and 406? And I had to laugh because my buddy Wyatt asked me the same thing when I told him the name. He's like, what's with the 701? I'm like, it's our area code. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea then.
That's right.
It's a hip thing to do.
Hey, there she showed up.
Yeah, come on, Danelle, don't be shy.
That she run away.
So yeah, you still looking around for the big prairie dog town there for us, Clay? For we come down there for the.
I know we can go down to the Tomac one. There's 2 sections of dogs.
I got good memories of that first time down.
Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, remember he was telling us how shot up it was, and then you're like, we're just gonna crawl through the trees here, and we just sat there and laid the hammer down on them.
And we got suppressors now. I mean, we didn't.
Don't get mad at me I'm gonna bring my bull barrel down. I'm never suppressing that. That thing's too
Bring her
active. I'm
down.
not messing with it. All right. See, Scott, when I went down there, the antelope hunt, we shot prairie dogs. He wouldn't. He said, "No way without."
Really?
So I did have 2 suppressors down, but which was fine. But
We're wide open. I mean, even if they go away,
hey,
we can
my
go
Aunt
over to the other
Joan's
side.
listening in from Georgia.
Oh,
Hi, Aunt Joan.
from Georgia. Now
Yep.
we went nationwide.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Clay, where's your buddy from down in Georgia?
Vance,
Yeah.
I'll have to send him a deal.
What
I don't know if
town does he live in down there?
It's a suburb of Atlanta. I don't remember which one. There, I sent him, and I told him if he's on to go take a look at it. So
Yeah. So I'll just tell my Aunt Joan, she just tuned in. This isn't really our show. We just got on. We're trying out this stream hosting service, so we're just kind of messing around here. But appreciate you listening. So,
and here we are, 55 minutes into it already.
Yeah, the show's gonna be more serious and factual based and informative. But we're just messing. This is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying the hell out of this, to be honest with you. I appreciate everybody who's listening in and commenting too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing we're gonna have to probably make a fascist book page for the actual show, and then we can live stream it through there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Hey, I mean, it's one of the things we were just talking about. You hate to, support stuff that isn't really pro-gun or conservative. And I mean, that's just one of the, man, I don't know if I can do the Blue Bird. I've been looking at some of that. Man, I don't think I can take that.
I've never been on it. I don't have any desire to be on it. But I know there's a lot of people there.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. The opposite of the Brandon that people make fun of is right. That's right there. That's a good conservative dude right there.
Right now, what a bummer of a name, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for him, but like I said, he's a 180 of the turd we got, the meat puppet we got in the White House.
That's last night we were trying to use that Google Meet or meeting, and we were having a lot of trouble with it. Look at the is that Patreon or
Patreon? Not at all. I hear it all night long. All right, buddy. Well, everybody knows what you're all about, though. You're a good dude.
We thank you guys.
Yeah, what did we try? We tried Google Meet. That didn't work, and then Skype. That was kind of weird for recording purposes, and it was kind of.
We were able to record, but it didn't work real well.
I don't know that it was as clear and quick as this either, is it?
I mean, it wasn't. This was this was literally, I set up an account, boom. Here we were.
Like when you got me on here, I was expecting to wait, and it just popped right up. Hey, my cousin Amelia's on. Hi, thanks, Amelia. Thanks for tuning in. We're just messing around. This isn't a real show. Just thanks for tuning in.
The real one's coming.
Yeah, feel free to comment. Clay and I are just rehearsing what we're going to use here, and so far,
I imagine next week we could probably have our first real episode, but
yeah,
we want to get on Scott's show first this Saturday, and
if any of you guys listen or get a friend request from Guns in the 701, you're gonna know it's us.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to make a page. I'll try it. I can
do it.
I might have to have Sturm Wesson get involved.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Hell of a good guy.
He gets some good
time
posts.
In jail with Clay Peterson.
Did he? Yeah, they got to know each other in there, I heard.
And then I got fascist book paroled until they finally just kicked me off for life. So.
Yep. Well, I didn't. So I got hacked a couple or profile. What do they call you? Well, it was always when I had. Because I don't have Messenger. I always tell people that, but they send me messages on there anyway. Because every time my profile's been messed with on Facebook, it's because it's because of Messenger. So I can log in on my computer and do it that way. But as far as my phone, which is usually what I go on social media with, I don't have Messenger on there. So if you ever do send me a message and I don't get back to you for 4 days, don't go, God, what an a-hole. The guy ain't getting back to me. It's because I don't go on my computer on there very much.
Just switch over to Telegram, everybody. Telegram is better. You can send things easier. Me and Jamie use it all the time.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. My wife's on there. She hasn't used it much, but I'm trying to get her to use it more.
I love Telegram. Once I learned how to use it, it was great.
Randy figures if it's a business page, it won't mess with us as much. Okay.
Good to know.
Okay.
I can say I've pretty much abandoned Facebook.
What if it's personal, Benny? Oh man. All right.
Well, guys,
Well,
we are coming up on an hour of literally BS, but that's okay. I think we kind of got the feel for this. I actually have to go over and get a pickup out of the hayfield from this afternoon, so I
yep.
probably should be signing off here.
And one more time, Clay, before you do, just one more time, you guys, this Saturday, KFYR 5:50 a.m. from 8 Central a.m. to 9 Central a.m. We're going to be on Dakota Prairie Outdoors talking about the show. Scott Bachmeier, Dakota Prairie Outdoors. Scott's an awesome guy letting us come on and talk about our show that's coming on.
Absolutely.
And tune in, support a good guy. I mean, if you can't get 550 down in Georgia, you get on iHeartRadio. You can listen
He's
to
also
KFYR
got
free on there.
He's got a YouTube channel now, Dakota Prairie Outdoors. So
Yep.
you can tune in there. And I'm gonna talk to Scott before then. Maybe there'd be some way we could get in on that. I don't know. I don't know if we can do that or not there.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Well, I don't have I won't have Wi-Fi where I'm at, so.
Oh, yeah, it won't work for you. So
Yeah, you guys maybe can. I'll just be
I'll talk to him.
Turd on the phone.
Well, that's the bad thing. I have a face for radio, not for TV. But I guess here we are.
That's how it goes, huh? Just grow yourself out that rooster stash from Maverick. Or get the Montana tough guy going there.
Yeah, there we go. I suppose. Well,
all right. Well,
thanks everybody
for
tuning in. Like I said, this Saturday, Dakota Prairie Outdoors, 8 o'clock Central, 7 Central, or 7 Mountain. And we'll be on there for an hour with Scott on Dakota Prairie Outdoors talking about what we're going to do.
Yep.
So
we'll get Clay, when you sign off here, when you log out, hit me up. We'll talk a little more after the.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Guys.
And we'll do it again soon.
Thanks for tuning in. Love you.